Tonight, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Finally, in year 10, we give them the Bumblebee fucking special.
Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The pants that they have originally with those unis are what make them so bad. Throw black pants on those are fire.
In this one, I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played,
play a little pigskin for you boys.
How the game flows through him.
A rowdy crowd here in western Pennsylvania.
The team's not going to benefit at all.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. First down, Styles. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. From the gun. Styles. And he's got his target. That's more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Took that one out of the Niners playbook. How about it, Jim? The new play they were running out here.
But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10 is Swift. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
See you, Quincy.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 62 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Styles. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Bengals now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December wears on, we'll see how this all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up. But he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how much this is affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run,
Wayne G showing the quickness,
was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
First down, Alford. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his
welcome back, Johnny Holloman, fresh off the injury.
Bengals touchdown.
Having a monster year, the big man out of Penn State.
Especially when you see him in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate.
Turning home to the Keystone State. Lots of family and friends in attendance.
That's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished.
Tim D, can you hear me on the mic right now? I mean, on the stream.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, what a play.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside.
It's a play you fear when you call that play.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. He is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Jeremy Styles, quarterback, one of the best
They just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back
out of all the draft classes
Side of the ball,
on a computer team.
the brothers' thought process. No one left behind. No
What Johnny Manziel should have been, dog, right here, this cat.
Those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
This is
No.
caught.
No.
Just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9.
Run that back.
Sets up second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just
Dog.
continues to evolve. They become just as critical.
It's the
to
shit you
passing
challenge on Madden
as a
and
lot of
you lose
receivers,
somehow.
tight ends, because
But we got to.
their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
I'm like John Gruden in real life with challenges. I'm like 1 in 32 all time in this game. Despite, which I should have won half of them at least. That's what I thought. Get under the hood there. Little Tostitos for the boy.
Eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. From the gun, Styles. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get down.
They hit me with another fake field goal touchdown, one of these teams, I swear.
Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Ah, delayed snap, man. Finger was itching.
Is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Hit a little deodorant here at the 2-minute mark.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there.
That degree foaming.
Touchdown that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Well, sky cam for the people at home watching. By accident.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title.
The Texans finally getting in the mix. I'd like to see them make it.
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now
Big game in Buffalo, breaking table.
His team talking about it to each other. supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Big old snootful, Charles.
On second down, Alford. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being
Oh, Mad Max. We don't need this.
Still down and looking very slow to get
Don't do this to me, John Madden. I know how you like to do this shit in week 14. Ah, there he goes. He'll be back for the Super Bowl, hopefully. Well, Quan Hitchens. Get your shot, young man.
Throwing on first down. Gore looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Off the play fake. Gore. That's complete to John Ross. And he will go out right near the 30.
Oh, man. There goes the NFL leading rusher, folks.
Plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the
He's
Steelers'
hurt.
24.
I like when they do that. They'll show you. That's Quan Hitchens is hurt now next week. We can't afford both those guys. Big Stephen Moore's practice squad last 2 years made the team this year. See what he's got. Natro Means looking motherfucker. What's wrong, boy?
That will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1-7-3 the
More of your power back type. Broken collarbone. Oh my goodness. Down to 2 backs. That's how we're gonna do me on a Saturday morning, huh? Big opportunity for Stephen Morse.
Show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And
Back coverage.
Terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We just try to get Johnny Holloman his 50th catch. By any means necessary right now.
He just stared the receiver down. That allowed
Watch
for
this.
excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
Minka's gonna pick me.
Back to the air on second down. Goal. This will be caught just inside the 10.
That closing speed.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short.
Go Stephen Morris, bang in your touchdown.
Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job.
And he bulls his
Go.
way into the
Next
end
man
zone
up.
for a Bengal
×2.
A great effort there. His first touchdown
Bam Bam Morris.
of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt. And
Oscar Sanchez getting dirty in there.
Example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Styles. And that is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Styles trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught.
No, he did.
35. And he will have a Steelers first down. As
This dude, Devin McPhee, is the jump ball king, former Detroit Lion. Whipped my ass in the first game.
Catch number 100 for his career right there. And it's good
Catch
enough
number
to keep
100
the
is a big one. I thought I had that pick all day. How? Come on, Sway. That's mine. Oh my goodness. Where are these animations coming at? Year 10. Never seen that one, folks. Next gen. Hello.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Styles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Styles. That's complete right around the 8. And I think the ball's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll run here with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold.
No, not Joe Person now. They're going to do it, aren't they?
That last play, there's a Bengal down on the field.
Another 5-weeker.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
Unbelievable. Same week. Last week, Trevor Whiting goes down. You know the torn labrum's coming. A little me dirty out here in Pittsburgh. I didn't expect anything else.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Styles. And this is
tap them puppies, boy. So, yep, there it is. The call of the century. So you know you played 10 years of John Madden, all Madden. Man, oh man.
Not even on target either, but it was short. And this score will stay right where it is.
I'm calling safe man right. I don't trust these sneaky ass Steelers.
Time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Numbers 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Throwing again. Gore. Now they go
Get the block, homie. Come on, Sanchez.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st down, Gore. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the gun, Gore. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. On 1st down, Godwin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off play action. Gore. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gore. And he's caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Rookie receiver Brett Thompson. He's going to be a good one, folks, when he gets his opportunity.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Devin Bush giving them business.
He's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. An extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some...
There you go, Shaw, man.
It's intercepted.
Thought we gave you the bag last offseason.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Last year's Super Bowl MVP.
As the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Forced out to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gore escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5.
I'll call.
They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's
Oh, hello. Is that Reuben Roper?
At the 21-yard line.
Second sack of the year. We need that guy. Gillisy, Johnny on the spit up.
Following the fumble recovery, Gore gonna throw deep for the end zone.
Dumbass.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Gore. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Morris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close.
Very unnecessary.
And that means 4th down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it.
Good half, boys.
First half. So
rough on the injury front, but we got depth.
Turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime.
Always a next man mentality.
Brandon, thanks very much.
These Cincinnati Bengals.
You two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Some good games to look forward to in the early
I'm sure the fans are eager to see the second-seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to the first-seeded Detroit Lions, who are coming off a thriller against the Niners.
Later in the afternoon, one being down in
Niners Panthers will be a doozy on Sunday night.
At home in Glendale, taking on the Tennessee Titans.
You know the Raiders are going to lay the smack down on the Broncos.
On Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for.
Vesco Field, Mile High.
Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Gore. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Gore. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same.
Johnny Allman putting on a show in the Keystone State.
This entire game, no pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Gore. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake. Gore. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
T.J. Watt.
T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Gore. His throw incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Gore. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
Brandon, is there
Oh,
any
low
way
pass.
you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming.
Hey, TD Barrett, come get this smoke.
Finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Defense.
The official's so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll be taken down.
Pretty swift.
Before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Styles. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run with Morris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
tackle made.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So
Come on, Bundy.
Celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Gore. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work, like what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Once again, it's Swift. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after them now.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete.
forced to the ground.
Yeah, Quincy.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a
Fourth-string running back having himself a career day.
Who's going to win the MVP?
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be third and forever. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
Kept telling his Jordans right there.
Sets up a first and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Gore flushed out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
Yeah, I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Second and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Big time. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. But they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun, Styles. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And it gets this up to the
We do the unthinkable and win 2 challenges in the same game. Never been done. Madden history, coach.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
And no.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
There he is, Mr. Gillisy. Says, I got you, Joe Person.
Many coaches
We Gucci.
their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Styles over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying.
Why are they still testing that, man?
For this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
First throw of the season for Max Stevenson.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They ain't running the ball, are they?
Here's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Styles. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws,
all right, Matt.
Right?
You got to bounce back with a TD drive here, young man.
But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's long. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Might be the rookie's first catch of his career right there.
Yards on the 1st down completion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 1st down, drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Jason Long's first career receiving touchdown, the undrafted hidden trait rookie 6'4" phenom in preseason.
And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Ah, Macarena into the back foot.
Go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Oh yeah, 100 minus 193 yards of return, eh? Thought you were gonna do me. Ruben Roper, an all-time great name for a defensive end. Looking for a breakout campaign out of that next year. Losing Benji Hoskins. We need Ruben. Give him an upgrade. Ah, there it is. Look at this. Unbelievable. It's because we train two things we never do. It's an undrafted find right here. Number 2 fullback in the league, folks. We groomed this guy, Matt Cook. +1 speed for Wayne Gonzalez. And agility. Three new injuries. Brutal game. All big ones. All done for the season. I think all of them should be back for the bowl. Unfortunate for Joey Person. Max Offer was leading the league in rushing again. On his way to another monster season. Quan Hitchens would have been the guy with Offer out, but sucks for him. Draft him in the 4th round. 2027, Stephen Moore's going to get a big opportunity. That was our first pick ever in this franchise in year 2 for the first draft we had. Jerome Moore. Six forced fumbles for Jerron Craig. Breakout season. This guy's a monster.